Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube who watch my alternative channel videos, and today we have the 4th Bricks by the Bay MOC exhibition update, and this update is hopefully not going to be too big, so yeah, let's get started. With this MOC here, which we have been seeing for like for the last 3 updates before this one, nothing has changed with it since the last update. And actually the last update was uploaded shortly before this. It was actually uploaded, I believe, sometime last week. So it was uploaded a week behind schedule from when it was supposed to be originally uploaded. And actually from that time, guys, nothing has really changed. You know, I have put in the SNOT detail, which I did show you guys in the last update, and I haven't gotten more. I haven't actually found more in my spare parts bin either, so I haven't been able to put that down as well as other parts. However, I did find a couple of the brown 2x whatever plates. I mean, I just say whatever because there's a bunch of miscellaneous 2x2s that I could use in this MOC to make the pathways, as you can see all the way in the back there. And that's also one thing I'm running short on, as well as the pieces like these to finish off the MOC, or finish the pyramids off, the exterior anyhow. And yeah guys, I still got to clear these ships out of the way here, because like I said, there's going to be no ships in this MOC. And really guys, all that's been holding me up is the order of tree limb parts, and you know, that's going to take me a while to acquire, because I have 2 dealers that are, you know, they both have a decent quantity to equal the overall amount of tree parts that I need. Well, for the dark green ones, for the light green ones, I haven't really assessed that yet, simply because the light green ones are actually a little bit more expensive, and I'm going to be ordering a bigger quantity of those than the green one. And actually guys, I'm going to go back there and show you what I'm talking about. And there's another MOC that I got to get to work on. I'm going to get to work on it shortly after this video. But yeah, so here's what I'm talking about guys. If you guys haven't already seen this back section, I don't know if I revealed it in the last video. But as you can see here, there's a different shade of green on the tree limbs here. We have the light green, the evergreen color, which matches the terrain and a bunch of other parts, and then we have the dark green. We have 3 shades of green here, and pretty much they're all needed to complete these trees. Like I said, this base plate is the only base plate out of the 21 base plates that you see here that are completed, and obviously 5 of those base plates are covered up by the pyramids, so about 16 of these base plates need to be detailed with green stock pieces, and all of those pieces are in that box there. I actually moved that box over there now that I have room to put it over there. And yeah guys, it's just been really slow with this MOC, simply because I haven't had a chance to acquire the parts for the trees, and that's all I'm really waiting for. As for the smaller trees though, I actually have gotten a bricklink order today that I'm going to show you guys shortly. But that bricklink order is going to have, well, it's actually a big bricklink order of miscellaneous parts that are going to be used for several different MOCs. One of the MOCs being this one. And along with the bigger trees, guys, as you can see, I have the smaller trees there. Those are another priority that I need to assess. Same thing with adding SNOT detail to the pyramids and getting more of these kinds of parts to finish off the pathways for the MOC. Because as you can see here, that's mostly the kind of pieces that I need to finish off this MOC here. And then of course, getting the clones to finish off this MOC. I have every droid that I want, or that is necessary for the MOC. It's already here. It's already inside the pyramids, or they're already inside the pyramids, excuse me. I mean, because we got bunch of droids in the repair ward there. Of course, I'm going to have a couple of droids working on them. I'm going to have the pilots doing that. We got assembly room here. No droids are gathered yet. We got the 2 armories slash droid storage. Those 2 pyramids, if you didn't watch, I think it was the second update that I mentioned this. There are 75 accumulated droids on both those sides there. Or actually, no, I'm not exactly sure. Let's take a looky here. I believe that's 36 in one pyramid, 36 in the other. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to have to look at the numbers again. But yeah, all the droids that are necessary for the MOC are here. So I'm not going to need to make any bricklink orders for that. I might need to do it for the droid army, but not for this MOC in particular. However, the clones, on the other hand, as we can see here, those are the only clones I have. And since I'm doing all entirely Phase 2 clone MOCs now, I am hopefully going to get more Phase 2 clones gradually, regulars I mean, as the year goes along. And I'll have enough to put in here as well as to put in the other bricks by the Bay MOC. So overall, guys, this thing is still stuck at 40%. Nothing new here at all, really. I just need to place the bricklink orders in, so hopefully next week I can get that done. Now we move to the Rishi MOC. Finally, guys, I have something to show you for this. Okay, guys, so finally I cleaned off this section here, and of course you're going to see my official base in the background whenever I do an update on this thing. However, this MOC is going to look really cool. This is the second Bricks by the Bay MOC, and it's actually going to have, I'm estimating that it is going to have a lot more pieces than that one, even though it's nearly pretty much 2/3 of the size of this. Because if you look here, you can see that if you look straight down there, that thing takes up the whole table, and if you look down here, this thing takes up nearly half. So if you look at the 2 MOCs from a certain angle, at least look at it from this angle, yeah, half the MOC's pretty much like right there, and this takes up a little over half. So, you know, I'd say about 2/3 of that MOC is what this MOC is. And I know for a fact that it's going to require a lot more pieces in general, because I'm going to plan to make this thing fully SNOT enforced, guys, if I didn't say that in the last vlog. Not vlog, but update. I am definitely going to go all SNOT on this thing. I'm going to try my best to inquire the SNOT building technique for this. And you know, now that I have the table space, you know, to actually work on this, I'm really glad that I can, you know, have all the stuff for the MOC here now instead of, you know, just waiting to put it somewhere else. And of course, I have to take all of these dark gray pieces off and put them in the MOC whenever I get the chance. But right now, it's not even, as far as like building's concerned, it's not even 5% done. However, as planning, everything else concerned, overall, still a good 20%. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to get. I'm just, you know, pretty much missing the team to help me put this together, because of course I need to put that thing together as well, and you know, get both these MOCs going, because I'm actually having to plan how tall this thing's going to be, because it's going to be canyon structure, and the canyon structure is going to wrap around kind of like a mild oval shape. It's going to go kind of like this and then curve back around and then come back like that. And I'm estimating how many bricks it's going to be to, you know, have the canyon at a certain height to where it'll look good when the gunship is on there. And what gunship I'll be using, you may ask, out of my arsenal of gunships over here. It's going to be the red one right here. Simply because I'm having the Coruscant Guard. And by the way, guys, the purple one is now purple. Finally got a chance to color it, and it looks amazing. But yeah, so if you want to know more about that, go look at the gunship collection video. In the meantime, you know, this thing overall still 20% done, and I'm actually going to give you guys a sneak peek at that little bricklink order to see what kind of parts I'm going to have for it. And like I said, with same thing with that, I need to get clones for it. But instead of just getting Phase 2 clones, regulars, I'm going to have to acquire some more shock troopers as well. And of course, here we have my Rishi civilians here, and I am planning to get some minifig babies from Citizen Brick because he's also sponsoring this MOC for Bricks by the Bay. I need the zombie heads from him as well, but I'm gonna take care of that last. That's like last priority. So now we'll bring you to my bedroom where the rest of the other stuff for the convention is stored at. Alright guys, so now here we are in my room, and first thing, yes guys, I know the tables are only been in my room for like about 2 weeks and it's already cluttered. However, it's not that much clutter. You know, got my medication here, well, icy hot pocket knife, you know, other stuff like that. But yeah, so here's the Bricklink ore. I've already disassembled it, and some of the key pieces I want to point out in this are these. Of course, these are not all of them, but these are to help with the smaller trees, the smaller tree trunk pieces. I originally was supposed to get the cones, but I kind of misread what I put on the Bricklink site when I was counting it, and I'm like, crap, screwed that up, but no matter. By the way guys, the dealer that I got this from, he's a really cool dealer. He lives in my same state. I don't know if he lives in the same county. I don't think he does, but yeah, this Bricklink ore was nice. For the pieces that I got for under 50 bucks, it was really good. These are pretty much all of the pieces to help with those guard towers for the Yavin IV MOC as well. So both of these baggies here are for the Yavin IV MOC. And as for this is the part I was telling you guys about. This is like the coolest part. I got all of these. This is about 240 of these 2x2 dark gray bluish slopes for like under 24 bucks, I believe. Yeah, this is like really cool. I wish I could have gotten more of those slopes, but then again, this was sort of like a miscellaneous Bricklink order, plus kind of a test drive, if you will. And you know, yeah, so those, you know, I'm gonna need a bunch more of those and a bunch of other miscellaneous slopes, and they're gonna go into here. I have a new organizing bin that I'm trying out. These were on HGTV, or not HGTV, but one of the shopping channels, and my aunt actually decided to give me a couple of these. I'm actually supposed to be getting another stack of this, because basically what you do is you put all of these on here. There's 3 compartments, and then they stack on top of each other. So this one has the first lid, and then you spin that off, and then you take that off there, take that off there. You know, it's a really cool stacking method. You know, for storing your stuff. It's not just for Legos, it's for other stuff, and actually wasn't intended for Legos, but I'm using it for that purpose. So, you know, I think that's really good. This will definitely help me organize parts, especially for the Rishi MOC, since not too much parts have been sorted out for that yet, unlike the Yavin IV MOC. I apologize if I said Yavin IV, I meant Rishi. But if I said Rishi, then, you know, I'm just repeating that again if I said that. But the last thing for the exhibition will be the custom minifigure display. But before I mention that, I was hoping that I could take charge of the collaboration MOC between Lego Spencer 11 and One Popcorn Productions. Well, One Popcorn Productions and we had a little falling out, so I'm not exactly sure what's going to go on there. And Lego Spencer 11, he's not really too adamant about starting the collab right now because, yes, I am tracking the days until Bricks by the Bay. On my board here, 343 days. That's how many days left until Bricks by the Bay 2013. So, yeah, you can see why he's a little bit adamant, you know, very reluctant to start. But for me, I'm bringing so much stuff that I want to get ahead, you know, I want to be prepared. I want to be like Ross, you know, Ross was like ready for Brick Fair nearly 2 to 1 month in advance. You know, so I want to be just like that. I want to have all of my stuff ready, and I just want to, you know, get it on lockdown and get ready to go when things need to be done. So, yeah. But as far as the collab MOC goes, I have no idea what's going on with that. So, a big fat goose egg 0% for that MOC as far as the progress. And now for this thing here, in this miscellaneous Bricklink order, I got parts for this as well. I got a bunch of 1x8 and 2x2, or actually 2x1x5 bricks And when I say the 2x1x5, I mean, like, you know, 2 studs wide, 2 studs long, 1 stud wide, and then 5 bricks high. I got that in there, and then I also got a bunch of these 2x8 slips in here, and I'm just really pleased with this. So hopefully with the addition of this stand will be done. And then as far as figures go, however, David has not released a new line of products yet. He's trying to get rid of all of the newer stuff because he just restocked on hard case, and Jesse's still not sold out. And I believe Snow Captain Rex is not sold out, unfortunately. And Commander Davis has also been restocked. So I'm hoping that once those, you know, get sold out, that he will start releasing a new line of products, more than likely from Season 5 of the Clone Wars. And I'm hoping that some of the clones that I previously reviewed make their return. Most likely Davis and Commander Cody. Those are my 2 big expectations to return, and hopefully Captain Rex as well. I'm not expecting Commander Bly to return because... Alright guys, I apologize for that short intermission that we had. But anyways, during that time, while the camera battery died out, I had to recharge that. So while I did, I took a little bit of time to create the last row for the the Bricks by the Bay minifigure stand, and it looks great. Now, all the rows are done. So with the arrival of this Bricklink order, the percentage of how much this thing is completed has jumped up by like 5%, so it's now 72%. I only say 72 because I don't want to give like precise calculations, simply because, okay, you know, we're missing about, we're missing 4 figures for the back row, this is the row I just created. And as you guys recall from the last couple of updates, I did say this stand was divided up into 3 sections for the 3 different vendors I'm going to be advertising for. Fluffy Dog here, Public Customs here, Minifigs for You here. And Minifigs for You, first 2 lines are filled with clones. Since it's only a year away, and it's still a year away, I'm going to be very picky with the clones that David puts out that I'm going to display in the next row. I'm going to be very picky with those. As for Republic Customs, I only have a couple of figures to fill up this row here. However, I do have a couple more clones coming in. One of them being Commander Monk, and he's going to go somewhere here. And then for Fluffy Dog, same thing pretty much. It's pretty much the first row. We all know from the previous ARC Trooper that he made for me, and Commander Wolf. So pretty much that is like 5 customs. So yeah guys, overall you got 8 customs here. You have close to about 5 customs here. Plus same thing over here. So you got about 18 customs out of a display stand that is supposed to be advertising pretty much 12, 24, 36 figures. So, you know, we're about halfway there. So, you know, yeah, you could put it at 75%. But, yeah, and actually, while I was doing the construction of this from the Bricklink order, yes, I have my crappy 501st Medic here. But he was the closest figure around that I had, and I wanted to do like a fig test just to see how tall the fig is from the back of the stand. Because I wanted to see, like, if I'm putting figures on the back row, I want people to see the labels for the, advertisers, for the vendors. So I'm definitely going to need a longer back stand. I don't have any more black bricks for that, so that's another Bricklink order for me that I'm going to have to place. But, yeah, so this taller back here is a definite need, just so the labels for the advertisers can be seen. As for business cards, I have not received any from them yet. Like I said, still over a year away, still plenty of time to plan that out. A lot of business card planning can change in that time period. But yeah, so that's it for that. Last thing, final thing, the convention team. You know, and I did mention this earlier in the update, that I am going to be having a team come with me to Bricks by the Bay to help set up my exhibit and, you know, help also build it as well, considering that none of the exhibits are finished yet. Well, the only one that's probably finished is the minifig stand, and that I could easily set up on my own. However, you guys saw how big the MOCs are, so yeah, I'm definitely going to need help. And as far as that goes, that is about 30%. I have plenty of people in mind. However, two people who I, have gotten close with in the close year. One of them is, Frosty from my CBR 101 channel. He knows about my hobby, and we've been friends pretty much ever since the 8th grade. We're juniors in high school now, so about 4 years, 5 years known each other. So, it would be a definite cool thing if he could head down with me. Now, as far as finding members for that whole team, the list is narrowed down to 2 people as of right now, but I'm still keeping my options open just in case those 2 people don't have a very open schedule, one of them being Frosty. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on, the update, but I figured there's a lot of stuff that you guys needed to see. And yeah, most of the pieces here are going to go towards the other Bricks by the Bay MOCs. As you can see here, we've got the slopes, and we got these for the towers, and then we have these for the smaller trees. So yeah, and the final thing I have to say, guys, the Bricklink vendor that I got this from, I think it was Dad's AFOL, I believe. Yeah, Dad's AFOL.com. That's his thing there. Definitely a good vendor. Very, very cool. And has very, very awesome products on the site. Go check it out. It's got a lot of cool figures and stuff like that on the Bricklink page. So that's the last thing I'm going to say. And if you guys didn't watch the entire video and you're just tuning into this section, I'll have more placed in the description below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next update, which will be in 2 weeks. So yeah, this has been Bricks by the Bay exhibition update number 4. And yeah, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.